it's now official. It has officially run its course. And by that, I mean there are no teams from the State Farm play-in tournament left in the NBA playoffs right now. Last one in was the latest one out. Los Angeles. Oh, by the way, the other way to look at it is there's going to be a new NBA champion. What an egg that the Los Angeles Lakers laid last night. Hey, Anthony Davis, maybe hearing Charles Barkley talking about street clothes, got out of his street clothes, got in there, and wasn't even remotely close to being 100%, as we say in the business. He did give it a go, and his teammates saw it.
Yeah, you could see it right away.
Gave it a whirl, gave it a try, wasn't working out, 4.5 minutes in, and then the roof caved in. Roof caved in. And I know all the LeBron haters out there will be saying, this is when you've got to put your team on your back. This is when you've got to do, the 40-point, 20 rebound, 20 assists. You gotta just go and put this team on your back and do it. Well, look, maybe LeBron of 15 years ago could have done it. I don't know. But you got to face facts that this guy is not 100% himself. And guess what? All the tinkering that the Lakers did in the non-playing season, the brief one between the bubble and this year's truncated regular season that got pushed back a little bit but was still jammed up next to the previous season, no bueno. Didn't work out. All the moves that they made. Schroeder, 20-point game last night, but when it all comes down to it, who is making the big shot with LeBron? LeBron could drive the basket all he wants. Who's making the open threes? Who's doing that? Where's Danny Green? Aha. You take him, won't you?
And we did.
I know a lot of Laker fans were like, yeah, Danny Green. Who's making the big shot?
It ain't Kuzma.
Dude, I'll tell you what. They came out of a couple of timeouts when they needed a shot, and they were setting up KCP for three.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
I mean, that's not ideal. I mean, the guy can make a shot. He can get hot. He's not the third man in. And they needed the third man in to be the next man up next to LeBron last night. And LeBron also did not perform as well as we've seen him in playoffs.
Well, LeBron just looked disinterested until the third quarter when he started actually driving to the hoop.
Well, also tip the cap to the Phoenix Suns, a 50-plus win team in the regular season. Chris Paul, just when we thought, how many times in this series it was like, well, here we go once again. It's his moment, and he can't stay healthy. He got out there, making shots. What was he mouthing? You were lip reading last night?
Oh, ask about me.
Ask about me.
Ask about me.
Ask about me. He said after making a big jumper. He personally made a couple plays, pushed the action, made some shots to stave off one of the handful of runs that the Lakers made last night, and they were all higher register runs. Like, hey, if we could cut this to 20, hey, if we could make this a 12-point game, hey, if we could cut this to single digits. They were all higher register runs by the defending world champs last night on their home court.
But he had a personal stretch. The Lakers got it to 10. Paul hits 2 shots, hits a guy in the corner for 3, back to 17, and that was
Jay Crowder was making shots too, but we all know it's Devin Booker's world that we were rent paying in last night.
You got it.
This kid's pretty damn special, isn't he? I will talk to my coordinating producer back there in the chair. Mike Hoskins, get me the Devin Booker soundbite ready after the game last night. Because and this is something Lakers are going to have to deal with. Didn't have to deal with this in the bubble. Did not have to deal with this in the bubble. And that is a young star, hungry, coming into their building and being inspired by Kobe Bryant. That wasn't the case last year in the bubble. But Lakers and their fans, get ready, because this is going to be a regular occurrence. In the same way that everybody likes to go in the garden and shut the crowd up, everybody get ready. One stud star after another is going to come into Staples and say something like this.
Honestly, I was thinking about Kobe and the conversations that we had. kind of about, what we just went through, the postseason, and being legendary and taking the steps to get there. So seeing that 8 and that 24 up there, with the way that the lighting that Staples has right here, it feels like, it's shining down on you. And I know he was here tonight. I know he was here tonight. I know he's in the building. I know he was proud.
That is some serious stuff right there. That's tangible. That's the tangible intangibles that you want your stars to feel. Look out. Look out, Lakers. Look out, Laker fans. There are more Devin Bookers coming, too, for a long time to come. That's an intensity you need to match. And I think you could also chalk up to what Brian Windhorst of ESPN said on this show yesterday, that every team that was in the bubble last year that made a deep run in the bubble feels the effects. It was a significant haul to go deep in the bubble last year. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.